How much Shakespeare is too much Shakespeare? Reading Shakespeare's complete works in the space of a week is probably too much Shakespeare for most people, but that's what I'm going to do. Starting on Saturday, the 7th of September, and concluding on Friday, the 13th of September, I'm reading Shakespeare's complete works. The RSC edition. That constitutes 38 plays, the 36 that were in the first folio, plus Pericles and the two noble kinsmen, 154 sonnets, and 4 poems. Why am I doing this? That's a very good question. There are a few different answers to that. I suppose the obvious one is that I can do this. I recently moved to New Zealand and I'm not working full-time at the moment, so I have a lot more free time than usual. And I'd like to use that free time in a way that I might not be able to again. Like, when am I ever going to get the chance to read Shakespeare's complete works in a week ever again? I suppose that doesn't really answer the question though. That's probably how I can do it. But why am I doing it? I've never read all of Shakespeare and I would like to. There are many different ways of reading Shakespeare, and reading all of Shakespeare in a week is probably not the most advisable way. But it is an experience. I was listening to a podcast a few months ago featuring Andy Miller, the writer, and he was at Shakespeare & Co, funnily enough, in Paris, talking about how he read Shakespeare in a week. It was an assignment at university that he had. His tutor told the class to read all of Shakespeare in a week, and he did. And when I announced on Twitter that I was going to do this, Andy actually responded. And he said, it will do your head in, but the experience is unique. You'll have read Shakespeare, the intensity will stay with you, and you can revisit at your leisure. And for me, that kind of sums it up. It's going to be an experience. I don't know what kind of experience. I don't know whether it's going to be a pleasant experience or a grueling experience, but it's going to be some kind of experience. And at the end of this, I'll have read all of Shakespeare. I'd like you to join me. You might be thinking to yourself, I don't have the time for that. Even if I'd like to, and many of you probably won't want to. But if you do, if you're working full time, I understand that places a lot of limits. If you have kids, places more limits, or other caring responsibilities. If you're working and you have caring responsibilities, it'll be tough to read the lot in a week. But even if you can't commit to reading the entire canon, maybe you'll join me in reading some Shakespeare in a week, as much as you can in that week. Even if it's just one play, even if it's just the sonnets, just as much Shakespeare as you can in a week. I'm not sure I'll get through the whole thing. If I don't, I'm going to keep going. Probably not at the same pace as during that week, but I'm going to keep going. I think I'll probably need to spend up to 11 hours a day reading to accomplish this. Assuming that I'm reading 200 words per minute, there's something like 900,000 words or more in the Shakespeare canon. So 200 words a minute means it's fast enough that I'm going to get through it, but not so fast that I can't absorb what I'm reading. So that's the plan. I'm going to vlog. At the end of each day, I'm just going to talk very briefly about what I'd read that day, what I think about it, how I feel about it, maybe looking forward to what I'm going to read the following day. The order in which I'm going to read these is the order in which they were published in this edition, which is also the order that they were published in the first folio. So they're grouped into the 3 categories. You've got the comedies, the histories, and then the tragedies. The 2 plays in this edition that weren't in the first folio, Pericles and the two noble kinsmen, I'm going to read at the end of the comedies. I'm going to spend my entire day reading Shakespeare. I hope you'll join me, especially for a university. If you're a university about to become a university student, so Freshers Week will happen probably a week or 2 after I do this. And if you're going to go and study English, what a great thing to read all of Shakespeare before you even start studying. As I said before, even if you can't read all of it, like, to read as much as you can in that week, I think will just be a great experience and will really give you a head start. And if you are going to do this, then share your thoughts with me. If you have the time to vlog, then do that and let me know about it. I don't know if I'm going to accomplish this, but I'm going to try. And I'm looking forward to the experience of it. I'm excited. I'm a bit apprehensive, but I feel determined. And I hope you'll join me. And I'll see you soon.